the teacher that you have become. You are a truly prodigious teacher whose skills seem endless, and you started teaching at a very early age. As a baby, you taught your parents the finer points of parenthood. Through your cries and moans, they learned from you and grew alongside you. As you took your first steps, you taught them the importance of clearing the way for you, and you helped them to understand why it was important for them to teach you. A few years later, you found innovative ways to teach your teachers how to help you to understand your schoolwork. And you taught your friends the importance of being friends. Through your studies, you taught yourself to learn, and you taught others to respect your search for knowledge. And today, as a teacher, your students are teaching you to teach, just as you taught your teachers in previous years. For it is through teaching that we all learn to teach. Already, you have discovered that teaching is more about inspiring change and growth and a desire to learn than simply about imparting knowledge. You have discarded the erroneous misconceptions of needing to teach students what to think, and you've replaced it with the empowering notion of teaching them how to think. As a teacher, you champion your students' rights to an enriching education as you light their fires of passion for absorbing knowledge and substance from your every lesson. By empowering your students with the ability to think and reason things out, you have been helping them to develop themselves into creative, problem-solving individuals with a curiosity that will enable them to visualize solutions beyond the limitations of current knowledge. Remember that whether your students pass or fail a test is not a reflection on their learning ability, for they are most definitely capable to absorb, understand, and remember the information taught to them. What their results point to is your ability, or maybe inability, to present the information in a memorable way, as well as your success rate in stimulating their natural curiosity and eliciting their desire to discover all there is to know about your subject, to the point of eclipsing your own knowledge thereof. You see, as a teacher, you are part of that small group of people that contributes to most of society as a whole. For all professions stem out of the patient nurturing and guidance of teachers. And by enthusiastically stirring up the imagination of your students, you are erasing the invisible boundaries determined by their current horizons, and you are challenging their thought patterns to travel to global perspectives, and beyond that, to spatial or perhaps even intergalactic ideas that transcend both time and space. As teachers, our job is not to impart our own opinions, but to galvanize our students to unwrap the courage to develop their own theories and conclusions. We need to infuse them with the desire to search out and discover information for themselves, thereby enticing them with the magnetic attraction of additional gain through effectively teaching themselves. By inflaming their minds with a thirst for depth and comprehension, we achieve one of the most elusive goals of educators around the world. And this is what I expect you to achieve through the use of innovation, determination, and delegation. Turn your class into a hive of activity, with each bee being motivated to go out in search of pollen or information for them to share with the class during their next lesson. Get each one of them involved and give them all individual recognition for their contributions, no matter how small that contribution may be. Besides homework, also give them a gift of something to think about or consider when they go home. And with time, delegate tasks, suggest research, and verbally reward innovation as soon as it begins to show its face. You are the candle of knowledge in your class and the road sign to give directions by showing them a way to go and lighting the road before them. You will be showing them that you really care for them. And they will appreciate the depth of concern that you have for their well-being and will reciprocate by giving you their recognition, attention, results, and so much more. It is once they see how much you care that they'll want to know all that you know. Remember that by believing in your students' abilities and potential, you are helping them to discover that within themselves. And it is when this happens that their minds open to the realization that all conceivable hopes they may have had now lay within the realms of possibility. As I said earlier, you are a great teacher, and what's more, you have a great heart full of compassion and a desire to help others learn and develop. Your care fills their minds with certitude and determination, for such is a result when a student spends time with a great teacher. In many ways, exceptional teachers can be likened to talented artists whose canvases are their students, whose inks are represented by the learning material, and whose brushstrokes pay tribute to their incredible ability to teach inspiringly. They compose their lessons with delicate abandon and orchestrate their classes with gusto and rhythm, the symphony being a mixture of words interlaced with music, fluency and enthusiasm. You are that teacher, that great artist, for through your words and actions you transform stones into masterpieces, and you understand the importance of your work. For you have interpreted teaching as your personal need to make a permanent, positive influence on the outcome of your students' lives. For you, teaching is not just a job or a daily occupation that fills your life. For you, teaching is your life and the results of your life's work. It will keep on reproducing itself as your students go on and teach others, just as you are teaching what you once learned. By teaching, you are reaching your hand into the future, their future and yours. And finally, please remember that I'm not your inspiration, for even though my words might have inspired you, your inspiration is something that you own. It is something that you feel welling up deep inside you. It is a feeling of certainty and conviction in your own abilities. What I am is the catalyst that has helped you to feel the pulse of inspiration that is within you. Take note of that burning desire within you and recognize your flame of inspiration. Find the spark that sets your inspiration ablaze. Find your catalyst, the catalyst that sparks and fuels the flames of your inspiration, and use that catalyst to keep that fire burning within you. And then act according to the convictions that grow out of your inspiration. And in closing, please remember how much good you could be doing by sharing this video with your friends on your various social media platforms. because by doing that, you will be sharing the source of your inspiration with them so that they too may be inspired to excel. Also, please like my video, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so as to ensure that you will be notified each time I post yet another recording from my library. Once again, this is me. This is Michel. Thank you for watching. Keep well, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao.